I am a pianist, and I used to sit by my window in my apartment in the West End and just play there and look out, and there was a building opposite me, and I'd just sort of stare into it, like looking in the windows, and just kind of fascinated at thinking about the parallel lives that are all around us. That window is just a glimpse into somebody's life, but you really don't see the whole picture. The whole city feel or apartment feel is something that's always a novelty to me, because I grew up in a very remote community on a dairy farm, and so our neighbours were a couple of miles down the road, so I just never experienced that growing up. I've been in Vancouver now for 5 years, so at the time that I made the film I'd been here for almost 4. And over that time, through the acting world, I'd also met a lot of wonderful filmmakers in all different capacities. And so I'd always wanted to take that opportunity to use these wonderful resources and relationships that I'd built in the time that I've lived in Canada. And everybody just wanted to help, because we just want to create in this town. Biggest challenge was finding the locations, because I did want to have the apartments opposite each other. I felt like that was really important. So I hunted for a good 2 months, asking everybody I knew in Vancouver to try to find anyone who maybe lived sort of even remotely opposite somebody they knew, and I ended up getting a beautiful location in Stanley Park Manor. There are a lot of actors, musicians, filmmakers that lived there, so I found 2 people that supported the idea of the film and thought it was a really sweet idea, and they were willing to give up their apartments, but it was very challenging to get that. I aimed to write it in a way that it will sort of coax people into falling into the trap of making assumptions about people, because we do that. Every human being, whether we consciously do it or not, we do walk down the street and we see somebody and we make assumptions about what we see, whether it's the way they're dressed or the way they speak. I've never really played a character that is just raw and flawed and beautiful in their flaws. The future of filmmaking is creating your own stuff, whether it's writing, whether it's directing, whether it's producing, whether it's all of those things. And I just want to continue to do that.